Hello and welcome to Make Explore Art. So today I'm going to show you a sewing technique known as appliqué, which essentially means connecting two pieces of fabric together in a decorative way. Usually one piece of fabric or felt is smaller than the other piece, and usually it's a shape or a design. So I'm going to start by drawing a large circle on a piece of paper and then carefully cut it out. This will be my template. So I'll place my circle template on my piece of pink felt in the corner so as to minimise any fabric wastage. I'll use my pins to pin through the felt and the piece of paper to connect the two together. I'll use the second pin to do exactly the same. The back should look like this, and the front should look like I've pierced both the paper and the felt. Now I'm going to use my permanent marker just to carefully draw around this circle shape. And once I've carefully drawn around my template, I can take away my pins, put them into a pin cushion, take off my template, and carefully cut out my piece of felt that I want to be appliqued to another piece of felt. So I have my backing piece of felt, which is grey, and I've got my pink circle. Using my pins again, using the same method as before, this time I'm piercing through two pieces of felt. I'll use two pins to do this so that it is nice and secure. The front should look like this, and the back should look like this. Now if you're using embroidery threads like I am, they come in skeins of usually about 6 threads, and you'll probably only want to use about 2. So my advice is to carefully prise one of those threads away, and holding the rest between your thumb and forefinger, carefully prise that single thread away and put it on your desk, and then carefully prise away a second one. Now carefully together, take those two pieces of thread and thread your needle. Your needle should have a large enough eye so that it's easy enough to thread. So try using an embroidery threading needle. Now I'm leaving a bit of a tail on mine, so I have threaded my needle, and then at one end I am knotting it about 4 times. Now check out my other video for 3 embroidery stitches. Today we're going to be using running stitch, so make sure that your knot is on the back of your both pieces of felt, and then carefully using running stitch around the inside perimeter of your pink circular piece of felt. Take your time, make sure that these stitches are nice and neat. Ideally you want them quite close together and quite uniform. So try to keep an eye on both sides of your sewing so that you don't accidentally overstitch anything or work on the wrong side. And when you're about halfway round, you can probably take out 1 or maybe 2 of your pins. Now just before you think you're about to finish, you can turn to the back of your piece, and then, as if you're making another stitch, instead make a loop with your threads and go through that loop with your needle. Make another loop and then go through that with your needle. That is now a knot, and you can cut off your excess thread and your needle. There's so much you can do with appliqué, from different designs, motifs, decorative stitches, and of course machine stitching as well. I hope you've enjoyed learning about this basic appliqué today. Thanks for watching, subscribe to Make Explore Art for more tips, tricks and tutorials, and see you next time.